So I guess I'll just go ahead and start my review on this. This is the Churchill 612 Tactical. Now, it's pretty cool in my opinion. It's got a nice fiber optic up here. See it right there? Then if you look back here, it's also got the nice rear sights. It's also got a Picatinny rail. So if you wanted to, you could put an ACOG scope, maybe a sniper scope up there if you felt like it. Which, in my opinion, a sniper scope wouldn't be a bad idea if I was shooting if I was shooting buckshot. But since I'm shooting slugs, it only makes sense that I shouldn't put a scope on there. But I went ahead and took out the slugs that I'm using now. You may be wondering what size it is. It's 2 3/4 inch shells, so it's pretty fucking big. You look at it right there. You see buck on it. If the camera decides to focus, you see buck on there, but it's just saying like this is what the cartridge is supposed to hold. But what I decided to do was take it apart and put the little what they put in slugs, the giant metal piece that's inside of slugs. So it's not bad, okay? But yeah, so it also shoots 1,200 feet per second. I think that's pretty cool. But going back to the shotgun, so it's got a nice buttstock. I just wish it was kind of adjustable. In my opinion, adjustable stocks are better for this kind of thing. Other than that, there's a very soft cushion right here. If I were to lay on this thing, lay on the buttstock, and it were standing up like this, it would feel just like a pillow. Just like a pillow. When I shot this thing for the first time, it felt like I was having a kitten thrown at my chest, or at my shoulder, I should say. It has a very, very good and beautiful grip. Now this grip adds about, or it subtracts about 0.4 seconds on my aim, like from going from hip to aim. And I think that's pretty cool that this subtracts the time at which I go ahead and aim down sight. Another thing I like about this is it's got a sniper rifle trigger. Now, this is custom made, all right? So it's got a sniper rifle trigger, right? That means it's very, very light and just, it feels like a 1911 trigger pull, and I think that's a great thing. Now, the only downside I see to this now is aesthetically unpleasing when I see this pump thingamajig, the thing you use to rack it, it covers up the magazine too piece, and I just don't think it's aesthetically pleasing when I see this. Like, this is fine, this half right here, just going that way. But then you look at this thing, you go here and back, and I'm like, ugh, that looks disgusting. But at the end of the day, I mean, you could always modify it to your liking. Now, if you were talking how many shells can I put in this thing, well, so far from what I'm reading, I can put up to about 20 shells in this thing before it's at max capacity, and then I could put the extra 1 shell inside the chamber and go ahead and have 21 shells just ready and done for, and they're gonna go downrange. So what I'm planning on doing is I'm gonna get smaller shells instead of having this 2 3/4 inch not buckshot, 2 3/4 slug. I'm gonna go ahead and get even smaller ones. What is it, like 1 3/4, maybe 1.5 inches, and just put those in, and it'll double my ammo capacity from 21 to 42, and I think that's pretty cool. And also another thing that I find really appealing is the fact that it has this option. So you remove this thing, right? And you could put a um, a 410 shell in there. Instead of, you don't have to shoot this this giant this giant shell right here. Instead, what you could do is shoot the smaller and less painful shell, the 410 that goes into the what is it? What is it called? The governor? I believe it's the governor or the judge or something like that. It's a revolver that shoots 410 shells, and you could remove the tube, put it in there, and then you pull the trigger right here, and you're gonna press this button, obviously. So you press this button. Now it shoots the 410 shell in here. So you press this button back, and it shoots the regular shotgun shells that go up here. I think that was pretty badass. Now, the one thing I do really like about this shotgun, so not only is it have the nice iron sights with the fiber optic up there, but it also has a breacher muzzle. So if you wanted to, you could jab this thing in somebody's gut, right? And basically you can shoot them and it'll just absolutely demolish them. Now, I know what people are going to think. Like, if I do that, what would be the point of owning a shotgun? You're supposed to have a little bit of range, But some people are just into doing fatalities from Mortal Kombat and just putting the shotgun inside somebody's gut and shooting them. And then you get to look at the aftermath and, hey, you see this motherfucker, and you see his spine, you see his entire back is gone. Like, this skin on the entire back is gone because the slug has just absolutely destroyed them, So I think this shotgun's pretty cool. Like I said, the only thing I don't like about it is this is aesthetically unpleasing. I do not like this, which I'm thinking about switching the pump action grip. So if I do that, I'm pretty sure things would be good to go on this end. So other than that, I mean, what can I say? It's a really good shotgun. I did test drive this thing. I only did put 10 rounds in this thing and shot them all, and it felt great. Not only shooting it, because like I said, this thing is like a pillow. All you're gonna feel is a little kitten being thrown at you. But the other part is I have not lubed this since I bought it, right? And even though I didn't lube it, it did not feel any different than if I were to lube it. Now, thinking about it now, I probably should have, because I probably would have been able to pump this even faster, But what's the point of lubing it if it's just going to make me shoot faster, At the end of the day, you want to make sure your rounds are hitting your target. So you want to be as accurate as possible. So you don't lube this up. And you pump it and shoot. Pump, shoot. Pump, shoot. And I'm pretty sure you'd be able to get 2 to the chest and 1 to the head if you so choose to. And that's what the point of me switching these buckshot into slugs are for, So that's the point I'm trying to get at, Overall, this is a really good shotgun. I do want to modify this tube so that way I can have, instead of 20 in this tube, I want it to at least get up to like 24, maybe 25 shells. And hopefully that'll improve the I'm kind of having a brain fart, sorry about that, but the point I'm trying to get at is I have more shots. I have more shots to shoot at the enemy, or that motherfucker that decides, hey, I'm going to break into your house, and you don't want to give him a second chance to live. So I have more shots to kill him. I have more shots to obliterate him. Now, here's the last thing that I did see. So, this person had told me this story that he used this exact shotgun. Now, do you remember how the Olympia or not the Olympia, the Remington 870 from Black Ops 2 made zombies absolutely disintegrate and turn into red mist? Well, he told me the story of this guy broke into his house and he was like, hey, I have a shotgun. You might want to leave. And the dude pulled out a pistol. Now, it was a shitty pistol. I think the M9 Beretta is one of the worst fucking pistols ever. If I were to be talking, if I were being sarcastic about it, you would hear the sarcasm in my voice. But I think the M9 Beretta is just absolute garbage, and so he pulled it out. And being threatened by an M9 Beretta is like being threatened when a teddy bear is just sitting on your desk, like right there, just on top of that shelf, and it's looking at you as you sleep, and he was like absolutely scared because this M9 Beretta, he was scared that the pistol would jam up before it even shot him. So what he did was he put him out of his misery because he was gonna shoot it. He was gonna blow up his hand, right? So the dude put the guy that was holding the M9 Beretta out of his misery, and euthanized him instead of having him suffer from the jam and the explosion from the M9 Beretta that it was gonna cause, So when he did it, all he saw fall onto the ground was the M9 Beretta. That was the only thing that survived. Everything else, this man that had gotten penetrated by this 12 gauge shotgun just absolutely disintegrated. The cops came by, they saw red mist on they saw the red stains on the ground and on the wall, but they couldn't find the body, and they wondered why. It was like, where did he go? And quoting the dude, he shot and he just got absolutely obliterated. He was nowhere to be seen. And I think that was like the high point of seeing this shotgun in action. So I mean, if you ever want to get a Churchill 612 tactical, like I said, the only thing you're really gonna have a problem with is this aesthetically unpleasing pump action grip. So I think other than that, it's just there to do the job. And I hope you guys take this video seriously. I mean, I'm taking it seriously myself. I mean, I think honest opinion, I'm not bullshitting at this point. M9 Beretta sucks ass. Okay, I shot it. I'm still using that as a service pistol in the armed forces, but oh my gosh, it was a piece of garbage. But this thing will take care of that. You don't have to worry about an exploding pistol anymore. So all you have to do is worry about, hey, am I going to get paint on the wall? And am I going to have to paint the wall red now? Or, do I even have to dispose of the body before the cops get there? And this shotgun answers all those questions. Says no to having to worry about dispose of the body, and yes to having to buy red paint. So I think you guys should get this shotgun. Honest opinion, no bullshit. This shotgun is actually really good in my opinion. I did shoot about 15 shells total between me and my dad, and we were just test running this thing just to make sure it operated well, and it did the job pretty much. I wanted to make sure it was as accurate as possible, so if I was shooting the center of the target, I shot the center of the target, and this thing exceeded my expectations. Like I said, this thing just is ugly with this pump. Very accurate. As for self-defense, this is the shotgun I think you guys should go to for a self-defense shotgun. I just wanted to keep this open because I wanted everybody to make sure, hey, it is clear. But since you guys see that it is clear, I'm going to go ahead and close it. And there we go. So, yeah. This shotgun is really a work of art, in my opinion. I'm probably gonna get the sniper scope, like I said. I am gonna be shooting buckshot soon, so yeah. Um, but yeah, my opinion. Get this shotgun if you want something cheap and reliable. It will do the job. And as soon as it starts to malfunction, you can either spray it down, because it's probably just the lube being absolutely dominated by the heat because of how much heat this thing emits after shooting so many rounds. Or you could sell it back. You could sell it back, and yeah, you won't get full price for the shotgun. I mean, it is used, but you know, it's good for those first 100 rounds, I guess. So I'm gonna keep it, and I'm gonna keep using this thing until it's on its last leg. But other than that, I just wanted to go ahead and get my 2 cents in. Yeah, you guys have a good one, and thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching this review. You guys have a good one.